Hi, fourth graders, Ms. Ferguson. This is Slider right here, and I just wanted to tell you that we would be making an art project today, so stay tuned and I will give you all the steps. Thanks.
Week 1 art. Hi kids, this is a week-long art project. Take your time, pause the video as many times as you want. Day 1, do the pencil sketch. Days 2 and 3, make the squiggly lines on the left and color. On days 3 and 4, geometric shapes on the right and color. When finished, take a pic and email it to me. Have fun and work slowly. So before we get started, you're going to want to get some material. You'll want an 8.5 by 11 white paper or a 9 by 12 construction paper if you have it. You'll need a pencil. You will need a ruler. And you'll either need crayons, oil pastels, or colored pencils. So just use whatever you have at home and any of those things will work. Once you gather all your materials, then we can start. So first, you're going to make a lowercase t, a pretty big one. Next, you're going to make a circle in all 4 quadrants of the T, just like that. Your third step is you're going to make circles at the top of your big circle. So you're making too many circles. So now your drawing kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Your next step is you're going to be making 2 circles at the very bottom of the big circle. So there are 2 circles on the top and there's 2 circles touching on the bottom. Your fifth step is to create a line on the bottom of those circles. So kind of like a U-shaped line connecting the circles. Step 6 is joining all of those circles together. So now you have a line underneath that connected the circle. So your figure should look like this. So now you're going to make 2 lines from the edge of the circle. So now this is what you should have in front of you. Step 8, you're going to draw a huge oval around the entire drawing that you've just created. I'm wondering if you can tell what you are drawing yet. And so now it should roughly look like this. So now you've probably figured out what we're drawing. We're going to be drawing a lion. So the next part is the eye, and so it's going to look like this shape. And so now your eyes are drawn in. Your next step is drawing the lion's nose. So now your lion should kind of look like this. And once again, that picture of the nose looks like this. So now you're going to do some erasing and you're going to add some lines onto the face. So you'll draw some lines by the eyes, on the cheeks, by the nose, and this is what your lion should look like right now. So I'll keep it there for a few seconds so you can kind of see what you need to erase and what you need to add as far as lines. Now here's the step where you're going to start erasing all the lines you made from the T. So that line is going to get erased and you're going to make the top of the head more of a heart shaped and you're going to work on the ears a little bit to make them more lion-like. So once you do that, you will also start erasing all the lines of the T. Start erasing all the lines of the T.
Oh.
And so now your lion will kind of look like this with no lines of the T except for that middle one in the forehead. His ears look a little more lion-shaped, and he has a crease in the middle of his forehead and more of a heart-shaped face. So now you're going to add a lot more detail to the eye. So you're going to add an iris, you're going to add some more detail to the eyeball, some more lines around the eyes, and some lines around the ears. So this is what it will look like. So you see his eyes up close, and his eyes up close, and you see an extra line around the ear, and an extra line around the ear, and some extra lines right under his mouth. So this is what you're trying to draw next, all those fine details. So right now your lion should look something like this. Now we're going to do some shading to make it a little bit darker in some areas. So you're going to want to shade around those eyes quite a bit, shade around the nostrils, and you're going to want to shade around the mouth area and just make it a little bit darker. You'll also want to make the lines around the face more pronounced. Feel free to pause this whenever you need to. Now that we're done shading, we're going to go ahead and add all the chin fur and the mane fur onto the lion. So you'll be adding a little chin fur and some mane fur to your lion. And again, feel free to pause the video so you know what to do next. So now your lion's completed, and so what you're going to do is you're going to make a line partially through the lion's face. 2 lines actually. One on the right hand side, one on the left hand side. So now it looks like this. Now on the left hand side, past the line, you're just going to make some squiggly lines like a mane, like a wild mane. So we'll kind of stop right here to show you what that would look like. So you're just going to make lines like this, so it looks like a mane on this side. On the right hand side, you are going to make geometric shapes. So you could make rectangles, you could make triangles, you could make squares. You are going to make a mane of geometric shapes, just like you see Jacob doing right here. So now I'll have him stop right now so you can kind of just see what it would look like. Can you move it so we can see it? So it kind of looks like this. And on this side it looks like this. Once you've made all your mane on the left hand side, you're going to want to use colored pencils, crayons, or oil pastels, and use natural colors like the colors you would find in a mane to color them in. So there's one sample, and there is another sample right there. So we use those natural colors that you can see to color the squiggly lines in. On the right-hand side, you are going to use really colorful colors to color in your geometric shapes. So you can use those bright oil pastels, those crayons, or those colored pencils. So there's one, and here's another. So you want the sharp lines, sharp geometric shapes on that right-hand side. Now it's time to look at the final product. Remember, every picture will look different because we're all individuals, and that's okay because we're artistically different. So here is the final product of one of them. So it looks like this. Let's see if I can get a better view there. And a second one looks like this. The things that we do have in common are there will be that pencil sketch of the lion in the middle. To the left, you'll have those squiggly lines, and they will be in those natural colors that you would find in a lion's mane. And to the right, you're going to have those geometric shapes, and they're going to be nice and bold and full of color. So I can't wait to see yours, to see how different they all look and how excellent your artistic skills are. This project took us about 3 days, so don't be discouraged if it takes you the whole week to do it. Take your time and just concentrate, work on it, and have fun. Have a great day. Thank you to EasyDrawingTips.com for giving us the instructions to make the directed drawing.